Okay, greetings everyone. It's been a long time since I made a video, and figured I'd make a new one because I looked at my subscribers and I was like, wow, I still have subscribers. I wasn't I wasn't expecting that because I haven't really been keeping up to date with my channel. It's been kind of like a for me thing as of late, and when I started this channel, it was more about trying to get people to understand and accept people for who they are, to for you to learn about people's disabilities and see what people go through. Lately, like I said, I've been letting this channel slip. It's been a busy couple of months. I moved in with a girlfriend a couple of years ago, came back thinking I had a job lined up, and it didn't turn out. So yeah, most years I'm sick throughout the whole, throughout most of the year. I mean, people don't understand. A good year for me is going 50% feeling good, 50% feeling bad. That's a good year. A normal year is 25% feeling good. That's usually a normal. Um, so I wanted to keep on top of things. I lost my not digital camera. I lost my camera for my PC, and same with the digital camera. I can't find the dang charger for the digital camera for the life of me. Um, so I'm gonna have to record things on my PS4. So that's where you're gonna see some of this stuff. You know, like I figured just to being an intro video. I don't want to say intro, but a reintroduction of where my channel is gonna go. Figured I'd do something cute for everybody. I think at least got something cute to look at. um, but yeah, I'm gonna start making videos again here and there whenever I feel like it. Like it's not gonna be like most people be like, oh, I'm making videos every week or whatever. It's whenever I feel like it, whenever the mood strikes, whenever I'm not lazy or not feeling bad, I'll get around to it. Like this video alone, I've made like 10 different times today because it was either too long rants or things interrupted me or whatever. So, you know, being a perfectionist, that kind of puts a lot of work into things that are mentally taxing. But I just wanted to say this, okay? I'm going to start doing videos on everything that I enjoy. And still going to keep to the core of this video because, like, I'm not sure where my subscribers are. I know I've got people who subscribe to me because of my gaming stuff. People who subscribe to me for my music, like posted comments on music I like. People that have been here for my disability videos. So I don't know where my core audience is. I know what I want my core audience to be. People like my stuff for what they like. That's fine. You can subscribe, whatever. I still want my core audience to be the people who want to learn about people's disabilities and better understand them. When I started this channel, I wanted to give information about my toxoplasmosis because not a lot of people knew about it. I mean, there was an episode of The Simpsons recently this year. They used the word toxoplasmosis, but then they gave the wrong information about it. It was like, oh, he has toxoplasmosis. Was that the thing that makes his face droop? And I'm like, yeah, that was in poor taste, Simpsons. I was like, I don't mind them joking, but get the facts straight. Educate people. Do it jokingly, but educate people, or give it to a point where they want to research. But Simpsons did it in poor taste, and so I was like, well, need to put myself a little bit back out there. But I'm gonna say this: I'm gonna make a few more videos because there have been things coming up, especially in my incontinence group, that I want to discuss. And it's not like tearing people down, like trying to bring some education, but there are some things that just have bothered me with comments that I would like to put out there. And it's mainly just for the, like, there are people that wear diapers for bladder issues. And then there's a group of people that wear them for fun. And, most of the groups I'm in, those people that wear them for fun, it's not a big problem, you know. And I don't care if that's something you do for fun, or if that's something that makes you comfortable. You know, doesn't bother me. Everybody's got their own thing, but it's some of the comments they make that bother me, that I probably want to address down the road to say, hey, be a little more sensitive when you make your comments. And I'll get down to that. And it's not to tear anybody down. So I'm gonna do some videos, and like I said, my channel is gonna go a little bit more to everything I like. The core that I want to keep it to is knowledge, acceptance, understanding, to that point. Because when I started this channel, it had to do with another YouTuber. She had multiple sclerosis, and how she broke down people making the comments. And I'm like, yeah, people make comments to me, especially my family members. They make comments to me all the time about things. And I'm like, the more we can teach understanding, people can see what we go through. Maybe their comments will lessen. There's going to be people who are still going to make their comments, but at least maybe somebody out there will say, hey, somebody makes these comments, you'll stand up and be like, whoa, hey, dude, that's not cool. But I'm also going to make videos for me. Like, there are things I like that I, want to discuss, and I want to have conversations with people. I want to have intelligent conversations. I'm going to say this. I had somebody post on one of my disability video of what my disabilities were. I had them post that pain and all this, the disability and the mental health thing, all of it was fake, that society's making it up, doctors are making it up to make money for drugs and all that. Look, if that's your opinion, fine. But that's kind of a harsh opinion to tell somebody who goes through pain. Keep that to yourself. And I'm not going to argue with those people, because it's a waste of time to try to change their minds. You're just not going to. And I found that kind of rude, so I blocked the person. And I'm just going to say it. Those kind of comments will get you instantly blocked. Be a little bit more accepting to people. The whole point of my channel was for people to learn, people to want to grow as an individual, or as to help society grow and say, hey, let's get more information out there. I myself, personally, in these couple of years I've been away, I've been doing gaming videos here and there, but technically I've been away. So in that time, I've had friends, I've met people, made friends. I've had friends with DID, or multiple personalities, as some, they don't like. I think some, and I'm not really sure. I'm still kind of troubling the fence on that one. It's like, I don't want to call it multiple personalities, but it's just weird for me to say DID. And I'm not sure how the people feel who have DID, if saying you have multiple personalities, because some people are okay with it, others aren't. So I'm still kind of walking in line of asking questions of what would be more appropriate to say that makes people more comfortable to that point. And it's just hard to get used to saying DID. I mean, it's probably harder to say this actual dissociative identity disorder or whatever. So, but I'm learning. I'm like, hey, I want to learn how to interact with people that I've made friends with, because I've lost them as friends because things have come up. And it's not technically my fault. A lot of them are like, hey, it's my fault. This is how I feel. Yada, yada, yada. Other people have basically put enough, I wouldn't say, it's not fear, but they've hurt them so that they're so used to losing people that when somebody's actually trying to learn, it kind of scares them off, because they're like, oh yeah, well, I'm so used to people leaving and I don't think you can handle it. That's where I want to go. It's like, okay, that stuff, I want to go to show people, how their behavior affects people, especially friendships. You want to be friends with people, know if you can handle these things. Learn. I knew a guy who had a lot of girlfriends. in the past couple of years ago, meeting him, he had like 2 or 3 girlfriends that he had committed to mental hospitals because they had some mental health issues. He couldn't handle it. And when he got them to check into a mental health hospital, he was like, okay, now they're safe from hurting themselves or killing themselves. Because they'd always say, well, they'll kill themselves if he leaves. And so he did that, and then that's when he broke up with them. And I'm like, you're kind of putting more distrust in these people for that stuff. And it's like, if you can't handle it, I told him before I left him as a friend, I'm like, dude, it's like, I had to leave you as a friend because if you can't handle people with mental health issues, don't date them. You know, if you know that's you have no patience for it or you're not equipped to handle it, well, either equip yourself to handle it or let them know up front. You know, anybody you date, just say, hey, look, you got mental health issues. I have a bad track record with that. Be like, it's not going to work. So I had to get rid of him because I was like, if you're doing this stuff and you're not willing to change, you know, even if you're willing to change, that's just kind of where I draw the line that you're hurting these people by what your actions did. And that's what I kind of want to do with my channel here to get that. And there are great channels out there. I recommend everybody. Like with me, I am watching Christian's Chronicles, I think is what it's called, and the Empathy System on YouTube. Learning about DID through there. There are things that I want to learn. I've had a few friends who were, I'm going to say this, and it's very hard to say because it should never happen, who were raped. And those are the ones I'm still trying to figure out how to help them. Because like I had somebody I really cared about before I met my girlfriend, and the pain in her voice every time, you know, the thought came back made me really wanted to do something to help her. And I guess like for me, I was just so anxious to get her to a better place because it was killing me listening to her pain that I did something that she didn't like to try to help her, and I lost her from my life. And I know a lot of people I talk to, not to say guys, because I don't talk to guys about this. You know, I'm not really something, you know, but a lot of females I've talked to, made friends with, said, look, you know, you weren't wrong for doing it. It was sweet that you wanted to do it. It just wasn't something. So, and I've learned to live with that. I'm like, hey, you know what? If I had a chance to do it all over again, would I? Knowing what I know that I would lose her from my life, I'd still say yes because I wanted to help. But now, like, I'm trying to figure out these things and learn. So, you know, if I help out somebody, even as a friend who's going through it, if I'm just learning it and learning what to say and how to handle it, you know, at least it's making me a better person to help somebody else. So that's what I hope everybody, you know, takes away from this channel is, you know, educate yourself. Learn, you know, don't make the comments until you actually worked a mile in somebody's shoes or you know the full situation. But there are going to be other things. I'm going to be posting videos like I'm going to do, you know, my top favorites, this and that. You know, I'm a fan of, you know, movies, like certain movies. I'll be like, hey, what's the best? What do I feel is the best? You know, I want to do a top 5 Power Rangers, worst seasons, bad seasons, best Batman films, Spider-Man films. You know, and show people how if you're going to do like a, you know, a best, like what you think is the best. Like everybody's got their opinion what's best. But when I say like what I find the best, you'll see in my videos of how I'll go X, Y, Z, why I think it is. And it's not just, well, I liked it. I mean, because like there are some things I like, and I'm like, I like it. But I know not everybody's going to agree with. So, you know, when I do that, I'll be like, and I'll say it in my videos, personally, this is how I feel. This is why I like it. So, to everybody out there who subscribe, you know, I hope you like where it's going. But I hope you learn something. You know, interact, have some conversations. Like I said, I want to do some conversation with people. You know, I'm going to do some videos of why I think that. If you disagree with me, you know, state your opinion and be like, hey, I disagree with you. Here's why. Here's why I think this. Do it politely. give me a list, whatever. Challenge me to say here, here's how I'm gonna convince this person why what I believe. Do that. Show some passion. Like, show some passion, but some good passion of I'm not arguing with the person. I've got good statistics of why I think this is. That's how the world should work. If you're stating why you like something instead of well I just like it, and you're giving a bunch of info, then great. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for people to have a conversation with. I'm also looking to educate people on stuff. And some of my videos down the road will have to do with this. My next video is going to be a top 5 Power Rangers worst seasons because I want to get to that. I want to talk about wrestling stuff. No, not WWE stuff, but wrestling in general. Yes, it does include WWE, but I haven't been a fan of WWE in a long time. It's something I watch when I'm bored and there's usually nothing on or I don't feel like turning on Netflix. But I want to do that. One video down the road, I'm going to get into, because one of my incontinence groups, a person made a comment, and I'm like, hey, it's fine to say it a certain way, but it's just you said it this way, it makes me think you're an ABDL, and it's like I said, it's not like the group has a problem with them. It's just certain things that have a problem with how how people say things because if you're truly incontinent, you're not going to say it this way, and and you're not going to make certain comments. And I'm just trying to educate people and say, hey, you know what? Be wary of the people who have this because not a lot of people, the people who have it, it's not that they want it, compared to the people who want to have it. And it's like, just be a little more sensitive. So there's going to be a wide range of topics. I hope everybody finds something they like, contributes to the conversation, and I hope your into your 2018 year is good, and I hope I have at least the remaining good couple of months left with my health. And I will see y'all later.